Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're doing a tier list, a good old ranking video, but in light of all of the recent Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake news, I thought we'd go back to Sinnoh and rank all of those Pokemon from the best to the worst. Now of course it's just my opinion at the end of the day, you're probably going to disagree with some of my choices, that is okay. But if you are excited for today's video, please do me a massive favor and hit that like button down below. Let's try and hit 300 likes. Leave a comment who is your favorite Sinnoh Pokemon and subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and take a look who I believe the best Sinnoh Pokemon is. So here we are with the old tier list. We've got S, A, B, C, and D, and all of the Sinnoh Pokemon. Now their Mega Evolutions are also here. I'm not going to put those in the tier list, just going to do the normal Sinnoh Pokemon. But there's a lot to get through, so I'm not going to be doing a paragraph on them all because we'll be here for a bloody long time. We'll be here till 2022. I'm just going to quickly put them all into which I believe the tier they are belonging to. So we're starting off with Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup, the star Pokemon, and their respective evolution lines. Turtwig for me is a really good star, but I don't like it as much as the other two. For me, Turtwig in that A tier is going to make his nice jolly home there. Next up, we got its evolution. Where do I put Grotle? Grotle, I'm not a huge fan of. Honestly, the evolutions of Turtwig are a little bit lackluster for me, but Grotle especially, I'm not a huge fan of it. Honestly, gonna go into that C tier. I know. It is the perfect evolution for Turtwig, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like it that much. Torterra is the B tier for me. Chimchar up next, gotta be that S tier. I love Chimchar. Monferno, probably A tier, I would say. It's not as good as Chimchar. I do like it, but I mean, there's not really too much you could have done with it. Bro, the first evolution of the starters they don't really get a lot of love, but they're just not it, you know, they're not it. Infernape for me gotta be in the A tier, one of my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon, absolutely incredible Pokemon. Next up we got Piplup, also going into that S tier, big fan of Piplup. And then we got Prinplup and Empoleon. Yeah, for me Prinplup probably probably the B tier, to be fair. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of it. I just never really liked it. I don't know why. But I do really like Empoleon, so Empoleon probably goes into that A tier. That is how I would rank the starters for the Sinnoh. I think that's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna really hate me for that. Maybe you got them Torterra fans out there. Next up we got Starly, Staravia, and Staraptor. Well, Staraptor's definitely A tier. I love it. Starly I do like. It's just the perfect bird Pokemon, you know, the perfect flying type. And then Staravia, probably the B tier, didn't do anything wrong. And then Bidoof and its evolution. Bidoof's a big fan, you know, he's got a lot of fans, he's got a big fan base. Bidoof's probably B tier for me though, I'm not a huge fan of it. And then we got its evolution, Bibarel. Don't like it, don't like Bibarel, I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, never liked it really. I don't really think that they should have made Bidoof evolve. I think it should have been its own little Pokemon, but yeah, Bibarel was spawned and I'm not a fan of it. Next up though, we got Kricketune and Kricketot, the Delalalala Whoop. Yeah, not a huge fan of these two, both in the D tier. I don't like them at all. Like, when you see that Pokemon pop up, you're like, get out of my face. Next up though, we got the Shinx line, all incredible. My favorite electric type Pokemon, one of my favorite evolution lines in Pokemon. Shinx, Luxio, Luxray in that A tier, S tier, without a doubt. Next up, we got Badoo and Roserade. I was nearly said Roselia then, Roserade. Badoo and Roserade. Badoo just reminds me of well, it's just a little baby and you can't hate it really. It's going to the B tier. Roserade though, I'm a big fan of. I really like this Pokemon. It's a really solid grass type. S tier for me. Next up we got Cranidos and Rampardos. I just remember finding so many of these in the underground. Wasn't it like version exclusive or something? I don't know. I remember finding a lot of Cranidos in X, and that's what I grew up with. I don't remember finding many of these, but Cranidos I really like. A tier. Rampardos, probably A tier as well. Now I like Shieldon, but Bastiodon probably a B tier. That's how I would rank the fossils. Next up we got, it's gonna take quick work really. I don't care that they've all got the forms and stuff. They're all going into the D tier. If there was a tier just for Wormadam, it would go there. Wormadam, if you don't know, is my least favorite Pokemon. It shouldn't exist. I don't know why they looked at Wormadam and went, we should make another 2 of those. Let's get 3 forms of like why? Why would you look at that and want that to be a thing? It's terrible. Mothim though, probably C tier. I don't like that it evolves from Wormadam, or not Wormadam, but I can't remember his name. What evolves into Wormadam? Oh my god, it begins with a B, doesn't it? You know what? I don't know. Don't care. It's not. I don't have parts in my brain for things like that. Like, I don't need to know. I'm never using it. It's actually a little bit annoying that I can't remember it, but yeah. Next up, Combee and Vespiquen. Combee, I'm not a huge fan of, but I do like Vespiquen. Into the B tier. Pachirisu, probably B tier as well. It's alright. Like, B tier is like, they're alright, but they're not my favorite. Next up, we got Buizel and Floatzel. I'm a big fan of Floatzel and Buizel. I think they're really cool Pokemon. I do like them. Cherim and Cherubi, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with these Pokemon. To be fair, I'm not really a huge fan of this Pokemon. To be fair, probably in the D tier. It just, I don't know, I love this form. This form's great, but this is just like, it's just a flower. I don't know. Shellos and Gastrodon. I mean, I don't know how you can hate these. I mean, they're alright. Shellos and Gastrodon deserve the B tier. Ambipom, yeah, A or B for Ambipom. A or B for Ambipom, that's the question. Probably the B tier, I would say. Does it belong there, or does it belong in the A tier? It's got to be like top of B or like bottom of A. I don't really. Well, we'll just put him in B tier at the moment. Drifloon and Drifblim. Yeah, I mean they're all. I mean, I don't hate them. Yeah, do they go into the B tier? I think they go into the C tier. To be fair, they're all right. That Pokédex entry alone is enough to scare me. But yeah, we got Baneri and Lopunny next. They're probably both in the B tier. Miss Magius, I quite like Miss Magius, to be fair. Probably the A tier, and definitely Honchkrow going in the A tier as well. I do really like Honchkrow. Glameow and Perugly. Yeah, Glameow probably C. I'm not a huge fan of Perugly. It's just a big old fat cat, isn't it? Skuntank next up with its evolution. Where do I put these? I think the C tier, to be fair. I think that's the way I would put those. I think I would just flip these evolutions. So the first form in C tier, and the second form in C tier, and then flip for the evolution. Chingling up next. Chingling is just a little baby, just a little round friend-shaped Pokemon. Bronzong and Bronzor. Yeah, probably just C tier. I don't know, there's a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon that I'm not actually a huge fan of, to be fair. Now going into it, they're not actually that many that I'm a massive fan of. Bonsly up next. Bonsly's alright, he's B tier. Mr. Mime Jr. or just Mime Jr. Probably C along with Happiny. Chatot, I think, is a really cool Pokemon. I do really like Chatot. Gotta be the A tier for me. Just a music note of a Pokemon in it. It's just blessing. Spiritomb up next. Gotta be S tier. Love Spiritomb. I love how mostly Cynthia's team is just in the S tier. And when I say mostly, I think it's just these two, right, so far. I can't remember Cynthia's team from the top of my head. But I know she has a Garchomp up next. Because we got Gibble line. Gibble A, Gabite B, Garchomp S. That's how I put the pseudo legendary of Generation 4. Munchlax, I love. I mean, the A tier. S tier's gotta be Riolu and Lucario. I think people would genuinely hate me if I didn't put those in the S tier. Hippopotas and Hippowdon. Big fan of Hippowdon, I do really like it. I'm not a huge fan of Hippopotas, so that'll probably go into the C tier. Skorupi and Drapion, I like Drapion a lot. Skorupi's alright, goes into the B tier. Krogunk and Toxicroak, exact same situation, both in that A and the B tier. Carnivine up next, don't like Carnivine at all, D tier. Frillish and... yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these. They just seem to be there. Like, they're very... a lot of the Pokemon on the D tier are just forgotten about, to be fair. Like, no one really remembers these lot. Mantike, probably C tier. We got Snover with the one of the best cries going, probably the B tier. Bombasnow, probably B tier as well. But then we start getting the S tier Pokemon. Like, Weavile is S tier. Electivire is S tier. Magmortar is S tier. Yamega is A tier. Gliscor is S tier. This is S tier. Mamoswine. Glade is S tier. You know, I'm not doing them in order now. I'm just throwing them all into the S tier, which I really like. Rotom Wash, S tier. Get in there. Okay, now I'll start doing the others. We have Magnezone, A tier, I would say. Rhyperior, A tier. Tangrowth is meh, C tier. A tier for Togekiss. S tier has got to be Leafeon and Glaceon. I love those evolutions. Porygon Z just doesn't make S tier. I like it, but it's just the way to evolve it kind of put me off, like having 2 trade evolutions. I mean, it makes sense because it's like the data Pokemon. It's just a little bit annoying if you don't have anyone to trade with. Probopass is up next, C tier. Dusknoir is probably A tier. Frostlass is A tier. All the Rotom forms go into A tier. I mean, I like Rotom Wash the most. which is why it's in the S tier. But yeah, all the Rotoms go into the... oh, hang on. I've messed this up. Wait, you were in the C tier. I don't even remember. Oh my god, it's all messed up. I think you were B tier. Yeah, okay. And now we have the Legendaries and the Mythicals. Yuxi is probably my least favorite Legendary in Generation 4. But Mesprit and Azelf, probably both A tier for me. To be fair, no, I think... I really like Mesprit. I think Mesprit might just move on to the S tier. I think that's how I'm going to do that. Dialga and Palkia. I really like these Legendaries. I'm going to put them both in the S tier. Heatran, I've never been a massive fan of. Probably B tier for me. Regigigas, again, C tier. It's alright. I just think it's a little bit lackluster. The Giratina forms, probably A tier. I mean, it's not my favorite Legendary, but there's nothing wrong with it. Cresselia, I'm not a huge fan of Cresselia. It's a little bit annoying to fight. It's so bulky. Fiona and Manaphy. Fiona probably C tier, and then Manaphy goes into the A tier. Darkrai is A tier, I would say. I'm a big fan of Darkrai. Shaman and Shaman Sky. Shaman into the B tier, but Shaman Sky has to be S tier. I love Shaman Sky. And then Arceus, probably A tier, I would say. I think that's an alright. To be fair, this is definitely going to cause a lot of debate. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, the dislikes on this video are like 20% or something, just because I know that there's a few Pokemon down here at the bottom that a lot of people do like. But there's a lot of people at the top that Pokemon people will like as well. But that is my Pokemon Diamond and Pearl tier list. It's not too bad. But taking a look at them, yeah, there's actually quite... At the start, there wasn't actually that many in the S and the A, but, like, getting through it, a lot of the evolutions kind of saved it and stuff. Anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 300 likes. Leave a comment who is your favorite Sinnoh Pokemon, and subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.